side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. 20 of us, that's 20 goons in a ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 15 Ronnie. 15 Ronnie. Screen. Screen. No. Switch. Hey, Sam on. Greystone, Travis. Five.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on second down. Minshew. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Minshew throwing on third down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Sponge. Hey, lock it. Jim. Deep grip.
Now Leonard Fournette. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Hey, echo. Hey, check, Mike 57. Defense. Look at me. Go.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Ready up.
50 seconds, come on. Hey, that's good.
Yep.
Motion.
Cheetah.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, Minshew. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Evans leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. 13th play now, the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal.
We got 4. Check 27. Eyes on 27. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Ready?
Mike 57.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And he's going to go down again. Andrew Billings providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The kick by Lambeau is good. So it'll remain to be seen how many drives this unit gets in, this being the preseason, but here they start with 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll actually see them anymore. They got 3 points on the board, 1 drive here in preseason. In this game, baseball caps, NFL approved, of course, for everyone.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
44 is the mic.
Hey, exit.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Sit up.
44 is the mic.
2nd and 6. He's going to air it out deep for Green. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
SOS. 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 Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Switch.
Big grip. Big grip.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He don't know no better.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Topper! Snap!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. The first throw for the backup Foles. And able to find Conley. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Go, go!
A gain of 13 yards. Check 24. Check 24.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, Armstead. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Deferring to Armstead on the draw. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Now Foles. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Andrew Billings able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shaughnessy, 37 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Open man Erickson, that's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run here with Bernard. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
I got one.
Regular. Hands up.
To throw here, Dalton under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Avery Jones making his presence felt on the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Move.
Mike 48. You're not ready.
5.
48's Mike. Read it. Check 48's to Mike.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Avery Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. And Bullock will put this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Be alert.
Time to go. Night.
Foles tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Go with 5-3.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Foles. He's got the hook up with Conley. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
On the ball. 13.
Check right 57.
Here's Foles. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On second and a yard, Dalton. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
First and 10 for Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. On second down, Bernard. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 35.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. That's complete. Bernard. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Dalton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Erickson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 16.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Dwayne Smoot drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
13.
A run here with Armstead. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Foles now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. Now Armstead. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But really short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offensive backfield has been something else in this game. Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like he said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's his 3rd field goal now with a ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Andy Dalton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 39.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Dalton here from the gun. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton. Throw left side complete. It's Erickson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, Bernard trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action now. Dalton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, high 7.
And it'll be Dalton again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled, and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Jacksonville.
Back to throw. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Foles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Let's get it.
At the 33-yard line.
13.
On 2nd and 12, Foles. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Andrew Billings in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ryan Glasgow in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
54.
Watch the slap. Mike, check. 59.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end, but now it's 3rd and goal. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Running it with Armstead. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, Will.
52 right here. 52. Check pass.
My 52.
I'm trying to collect.
Yeah, okay.
Choose the mic right here, over there, right? 52.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. And this is caught. touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Next to score, Jaguars 23, Bengals 20.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
Hey, team 6. Hands up.
Dalton wants to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind them.
And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Watch out. What we got?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.